So I'm Lieutenant Will Pascoe. I'm one of the members of staff here, formerly in charge, commanding officer. I've literally just come back into the unit. I've been involved in Sea Cadets all my life, and I'm nearly 48-year-old. So
I'm Lieutenant Graham. I'm the Detachment Commander down in South Shield Sea Cadets. As Detachment Commander, I'm in charge of all the Marine Cadets down at the unit. I organise their training, looking after their welfare, and making sure that everything runs as it should do.
I'm actually second generation. My dad was a Sea Cadet and an officer, was also in command here as well, so I'm following his footsteps. So I've been around, like I say, all my life. You would cut me in half and I'd be able to stick a rocket off Sea Cadets through me.
So I was a cadet when I was 13. From 13 right way up to 18. And then at 18-year-old I decided to become a member of staff as well. Did it for a couple of years and then got promoted up to the rank I am now, which is lieutenant. So I'm an officer now. The reason I did this, the reason I am an instructor, the reason I enjoy doing it is I want to give back and give other cadets and young people the experience that I got. And not just the same experience, but make sure that their experience is a lot better and they can do a lot more and go and achieve a lot more than what I got to do.
I've learned things that help me in school, will help me in later life. Things that are just really helpful to know, especially because I would like to go to sea once I leave school. You know, it's taught us a lot of stuff that'll be within that job.
Yeah, definitely. You learn a lot more confidence than you think. You have like the like skills to stand up in a room and speak your mind. So as you progress through the ranks, you obviously see a lot more people you know, and you get a lot more experience with confidence, whether it be teaching a lesson, taking drill, and it sort of like fades into your everyday life. So you go to cadets and you start teaching a lesson, you know you can do that outside of cadets because it's already in your mind, and I think it's just good to have confidence because you always have to be confident.
Yeah.
Definitely, because you go through the same stuff as the lads and lasses around you, and you just sort of think in a way they can do it, I can do it, just crack on. Definitely get a sense of comradeship.
And it certainly developed my confidence. You know, I was that little 13-year-old lad who came here, 12-year-old lad, sorry, when I first joined, who was quiet, didn't really say much, and now people say they can't shut us up. But yeah, no, definitely. In my work life, I deal with people on a day-to-day basis. I'm a careers advisor, and the confidence I've gained, the skills I've gained, talking to people, you know, and things like that, has certainly helped. Yeah.
So you have to be the right kind of person who enjoys helping others to succeed and get to the point where they want to be. I really enjoy seeing a cadet come in, age of 13, really new, shy and quiet, and leave as a fully developed, confident young adult, ready to go on to do whatever it is they're going to do, whether that's university, whether that's join the military. Yeah, so that's really, really rewarding. However, sometimes it can definitely be a bit of a thankless task. There is a lot that we do behind the scenes that people don't really realise, and this is pretty much another full-time job on top of the full-time job I already have.
It's a big drain on your time, but we have something now called flexible volunteering. So back in the days when I was a cadet, you know, if you worked down Mondays and Fridays every week, you know, you wouldn't get to go on courses. If you were an instructor, the CEO would be saying, well, are you committed? Whereas now, we realise that people have got a lot in their life, you know, work, family, young people have got other hobbies as well as the Sea Cadets, so we're very flexible. Travel of distance can be a problem sometimes. You know, a lot of things, yes, do go on local, and we offer loads here and in the local region, but some things you can only do, say, in Weymouth, which is a long way to travel, or 3-4 hours on a train to Scotland. So there is those difficulties, but we get by them, and you know, the kids enjoy that experience. Community, so yeah, we're a massive part of the community here. This unit actually won an award not so long back for the most community engagements in a year. So the likes of, you know, helping on bagpacking in Asda or Remembrance Day, things like that, just being around the community. You know, and we've had people come to us and say, oh, we can tell when your cadets are around because they're much better behaved than some other young people. Not saying all young people are bad, but there is some, we all know that. And you know, it just helps teachers come to us and say, what have you done to little Johnny? he was a little tour rag 6 months ago. Now he's in the cadets. What you don't know, he's a totally different kid. So it feeds back in all sorts of different ways.
100%, yeah. South Shields Sea Cadets is a massive part of the South Shields community. I think we single-handedly, have about 70 cadets on board, so that's 70 young people. But it's not just at any one time. Obviously, it's a generational thing. So they're constantly getting a new load of kids in every month, really. We're always present at community events. We deal a lot with people like the Mayor of South Tyneside and local councillors and MPs. So yeah, we're quite a big part of the community.
Definitely. So things like when they go down to churches and it helps clean the graves, do services, everything done in remembrance day, to be honest. It just shows like the care and that they're taken seriously as a youth informed organisation. Definitely helps the community. You see everyone pitching in at the collections when you do marathons, etc. And it just shows that we're a kind of bunch of lads and lasses.
I would just like to make sure that what we're offering the cadets and young people is the best possible. So anything we can have to enhance that. So whether that's modernising the unit, keep putting new technology in, whether that's offering more activities in house, anything like that is a problem in my opinion.
So yeah, we're always looking to get more people involved and be as diverse as possible. We've had a massive equality, diversity, inclusion drive in the cadets. There's new policies out there for anything you can think of, whether it be race, whether it be their orientation, whether it be their sex. We are a very inclusive organisation, which hasn't always been the case. At one point, and think of the demographics of South Tyneside, there's a lot of Asian communities. You wouldn't have seen very many Asians in the Sea Cadets, whereas we have as many as we do sort of non-Asians now. So, and that's good. I'd like to see that continued, and I think it will be, because the chief executive in London is very big on it. I suppose being in London, he sees a lot more. Obviously, a lot more demographic in London than other places. But yeah, that's the way we need to be going. We've got cadets here who identify all different genders and the alphabet as it is now, isn't it? The LGBTQ plus and things like that, and they're all welcome. Nobody thinks any different of them. They can be what they want to be here in a comfortable environment where they're not going to be judged. So yeah, I think it's really been positive.
100%, yeah, 100%. I mean, when I first started, this room was set now used to be the ship's office, and now it's a cadet sort of a senior cadet rec room and office and space where they can sort of be separate from everybody else. Yeah, the building itself, the physical space of the unit has changed massively, modernised fantastically. We've got a really good chairman and unit management team that ensures that the building's always up to date constantly. So I think the purely physical space, yes, as well, but also the staffing has changed massively. There's people here who weren't here when I was a cadet, and people who were here that aren't anymore, whether that be for better or for worse. So the unit is never one thing, it's never stationary, it's always moving, whether that's the kids we have through the doors, the adults we have through the doors, or the actual physical space itself. It's always changing and evolving and adapting, and that's one of the things that I enjoy most about it.